Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In my previous video, I asked you guys to leave me some questions for a Q&A, and so far I've gotten 100 questions. So today is going to be part 1, and I'm going to answer as many as I can and try to focus on the questions that were asked repeatedly. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Please do not be offended if I mispronounce your name. Beth Simmons and a bunch of other people asked why I started a channel to begin with, and of course, one, I always really liked watching videos and I thought it would be fun to give it a shot. But then also, this might sound really silly, but when I started college, I found out I had to give a really big presentation in order to graduate for my degree. And I'm really nervous and bad at public speaking, so I wanted to do something that would get me out of my comfort zone and get me like talking to an audience. And I honestly do think that talking to a camera and knowing that other people are going to be watching did help me with public speaking skills. I already did my presentation and honestly it was probably the best one I've ever done. And then I started getting people to actually subscribe and leave comments, so I decided to stick with it. Okay, so Dahlia Garcia asks, do you like false lashes, natural or extensions? And if you wear fake ones, what are your favorite? So I definitely prefer natural lashes. I normally don't wear false lashes unless it's for certain videos here or for something fancy like a wedding. And if I do, I always use Ardell. I think they're like the Glamour Wispies or something. Okay, so the next one is from Tanya I. And Tanya leaves comments on every single one of my videos, so thank you. And your question is, how do you like to spend your free time? What is your must-have makeup product? How do you relax? My favorite brands, favorite food, what country would I like to visit the most and why, and favorite skincare product. Okay, so the way I spend my free time and relax, I'm definitely a homebody. I love relaxing at home. I'll read books. This is the one I'm currently reading. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I work out and, just hang out with my sister. The place I would like to visit most is Italy. One, because I'm Italian and that's where my family is from. And then two, I've just heard from so many people that it's one of their favorite places to travel to. My favorite food is definitely pasta. I can eat so much pasta, it's insane. And then, let's see, my favorite skincare product, a lot of you asked this one, and it would be rosehip oil. And then a lot of you also asked, if I could only choose one makeup product to use forever, what would it be? And that would be mascara. Mary Beth Wiley asked, is it expensive to have a beauty channel? And do you feel obligated to purchase every new product for review? And sometimes I do feel that way when I see new products coming out. I think of them as opportunities to make more videos. But a lot of the time I don't purchase them just because I already have so much makeup I need to go through and I know I don't need it. Is it expensive? In my case, no. It probably can be though. Right now I'm sitting in front of a window, so I use natural lighting and I use the same camera every time and I use a free editing software. So it doesn't cost me any money to really do this unless I'm purchasing products. Diane Justine asked what inspired you to make videos. I already went over that. And then if you reach 100,000 subscribers, would you make YouTube your only career? And that would be crazy and awesome, but I probably wouldn't make that my only career just because I am going through so much schooling to become an optometrist, so I would want to use that as well. But of course, I would continue to make videos. Caitlin R asks, have you ever dated someone in kindergarten? And no, I did not have a kindergarten boyfriend. Christine asks, have you ever gone through something so hard that you feel like the pain is enough? Definitely. Going through pain, one of the worst things was having to put down my pet. That's a horrible experience. Going through breakups is a horrible experience. And then, of course, stress from, other family and school related situations. Okay, the next one, username is S. I believe you pronounce your name Sunisha from South Africa, so that's super cool. Let's see, you asked, are you more of a dog person or a cat person? And although I like both, I would prefer to have a dog. And then, what are 3 things you can't leave your house without? 1 would definitely be my phone. 2 is my wallet. And then I feel like I always bring a snack when I leave. So those are the 3 things. Cheyenne Wyatt asks, what was your very first makeup item you ever bought for yourself? And I started wearing makeup in junior high. just lip gloss, mascara, and then concealer to cover up acne. Okay, Katie Smith, I already answered your question about why I started a channel, and you are right, definitely YouTube has become very oversaturated in the beauty department, but that hasn't changed anything for me since my initial intention was to get better at public speaking. And number 2, you asked how my first paycheck was, and I have a whole video about this, but it took me about a year to get my first check, and it was $250. Haley Garrett, you asked, what would you estimate your whole makeup and skincare collection is worth? And that is a really, really good question. Honestly, I would love to know as well, but I would guess that I have a couple $1,000s worth of makeup and skincare products laying around my house. Elizabeth Rocha asks, which are your favorite nude lip products? Your skin tone is so beautiful. Thank you. And I would say the Milani lipsticks. I love the shade Matte Naked and Bahama Breeze. Okay guys, those are all of the questions I'm going to answer for today. Look out for a part 2 coming up in the next couple of weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you until next time. Bye!